Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of the Frey Experience. Tyler Frey here, out here with another episode of the news. So today is June 1st, Thursday, and I will be going to Tulloch tomorrow, which is Friday, June 2nd. Unfortunately, I will not be out there Saturday because Saturdays are for the boys. Alright. So let's get right into the video. You guys are obviously watching this because you want to know what lakes are fire right now. So let me drop it for you guys. Tulloch, one of my favorite lakes. I do a lot of videos there. Some of you guys don't like that. Some of you guys do like that. I like it because I catch fish there and it's an easy lake. In the mornings, from sunup to about 10:30 to 12. Sometimes in some places I can find them all the way to 12 eating topwater. I'm throwing topwater anywhere from walking baits, spooks, buzz baits, ploppers, double ploppers. That whole 9 yards. Any topwater is basically catching fish. So once the sun, starts getting really high in the sky, basically let's say about 12:30 is when I stop throwing topwater immediately, unless I find them busting bait. Then from there I switch over to a Cinco, drop shot, and most of the time a jig. But if I feel like getting lucky going for a big one, I will Texas rig a craw or a worm. Moving on to Pardee. Pardee still has bedfish. So if you could find some of that water that's anywhere from about 59 to 63, they said they're finding bedfish there. They're catching fish there at Pardee on topwater. They did not specify what topwater it was. So basically what I listed before, topwater being poppers, spooks, wake baits, just topwater in general. And then they're catching them on, oh god, this hair. They're catching them on flukes there, jerk baits, and swim baits. Moving on to Don Pedro. Pedro, it's a bit of a different lake. They're still catching them on topwater. The topwater bite there is actually lasting to about 10:30 in some places, but if you find rocky points, you could throw out deeper, and they're catching spots up to 3 to 4 pounds off those rocky points, anywhere from sun up to about 12 o'clock. So most of these lakes, the topwater is ending about 10 to 12. And then after that, they're throwing jerk baits, flukes again, jigs, drop shots, and wacky rig Cincos out deeper. Maloney's has an amazing topwater bite and swim bait bite, surprisingly right now. A couple of my subs have been telling me they've been going out there lately and catching some decent spots on swim baits, which is absolutely crazy. And then they said once the day goes on, when they start not getting bites on topwater and swim baits, they're switching over and throwing flukes, spinner baits, crank baits, and jigs. Let's see, McClure. Moving on to McClure. McClure is a lake that I don't like. Cheers to that. McClure. I just did a video there. Basically, if you can find bait, you're going to catch fish. Catching them on topwater. Topwater, basically that's about it. And then as the day goes on, I never tried anything else, so I couldn't tell you if any other forms of swim baits or jerk baits, crank baits could have worked, or spinner baits. But basically topwater as the day goes on, Texas rigging worms, brush hogs, and jigs. So as I said, I'm going to Tulloch tomorrow, and I would like to do a video. By the way, guys, Delta, don't even go there. If you fish the Delta and you understand it, go there. You'll probably have a great day. A lot of people have been saying the Delta is crappy right now, and I don't know why. So leave a comment if you guys know why. So as I said, I'm going to Tulloch tomorrow, and if you guys want to see a challenge video on saltwater lures, leave a comment saying yes and maybe some likes. I'm really going to go off the comments, so if you guys could leave some comments saying yes, you want to see a video on that, I'll be hyped and ready to do it. Right here we have the ghost shrimp and new penny. Obviously a craw style bait. Basically look like a crawdad that just got deep fried or cooked. And then in here we have, it's really hard for you guys to see. Actually, I'll crack it open. These literally have not been opened in 2 years. Not actually, about a year and a half. Let's say that. We have a shrimp that's about 3 inches. I don't want to drip any stuff like that on the boat. Oh, I just got some on the boat. And then we have some sandworms in like a natural pattern. Then we have one that's called camo. So if you guys want to see a video of me using some of these baits right here, make sure you guys leave a comment. Ugh, it's disgusting, but they work. But if I get, oh god, I'm dripping it all over the boat. This was a terrible idea. That stuff doesn't come out of carpet, by the way, guys. So, alright guys, so I just showed you what those baits were. And if you guys did not see a lake or hear a lake that you wanted to hear, leave a comment, and on my next one, I'll certainly do it. I missed out on Salt Springs, so I don't know anything about that, and Amador. So, like I said, leave a comment if you guys want to see a video on that. I'm going to Dick's in about an hour to 2 hours, so hopefully you guys will be able to like the video up, leave some comments if you guys want to see it, and I will pick up maybe a topwater saltwater bait, a jerk bait, or maybe some swim baits that are meant for topwater. So make sure you guys leave a comment on a video on that if you guys want to see that. And as always, guys, stay tuned for that episode of the Frey Experience. If you guys are going to Tulloch tomorrow, like I will be, I'll be out there in the Stratos, and I'll be with a sub. Make sure you guys stop by and say hi, because I love seeing you guys out there saying hi to me. It just brightens my day up. And of course, always ask me questions, because I will always be willing to give free stuff out and tell you guys what is working and what's not working. I've had guys come out there and see me like, Frey, we're not getting bit. It's like 2 hours before sunset. I was like, dude, what are you doing? He said, we've been throwing jerk baits. I was like, what? They weren't throwing the right color. They were off by like a tint of brown. Like literally their brown wasn't dark enough. They weren't getting bites. It was that key. So what did I do? Showed them what jerk bait worked. Like, oh, I got that. They start throwing it. They had like 15 pounds. And then another guy, I gave him a jerk bait. You know who you are. He caught a 5, a 6, and a 10 on that jerkbait I gave him. Now that I look back, I regret that. I'm just kidding. You know who you are. Super cool that I was able to give you that jerkbait and you were able to catch those slaunches at Tulloch on that bait. So as always, stay tuned, guys, for another episode. I'm going to try to get the stuff off my hands and the boat.